Our oceans, once teeming with life, now face a growing threat: plastic. Vast quantities of plastic debris carried by currents have accumulated in massive garbage patches, the largest of which is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This swirling vortex of plastic soup endangers marine life, disrupts ecosystems, and threatens our well-being. Imagine a plastic bottle carelessly discarded, making its way into a storm drain. Swept into rivers and carried out to sea, it joins countless other plastic fragments, forming a vast, swirling mass. This is the reality of the Pacific Garbage Patch, a stark reminder of our throwaway culture. As plastic breaks down into smaller pieces, it becomes easily ingested by marine animals, from tiny zooplankton to large whales. This ingestion can lead to starvation, internal injuries, and even death, pushing some species closer to extinction. By raising awareness, supporting cleanup efforts, and demanding change, we can begin to heal our oceans and protect our planet. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a name that evokes images of a floating landfill, is in reality a vast, diffuse soup of plastic fragments. Located in the North Pacific Gyre, the patch is not a solid island of trash, but a constantly shifting mass of debris. The gyre acts like a giant whirlpool, drawing in debris from across the North Pacific Ocean. Plastic, being less dense than water, tends to accumulate on the surface, but it can also be found at various depths. Estimates of its size vary, but scientists believe it covers an area roughly 3 times the size of France. The majority of the debris is composed of microplastics, tiny fragments less than 5 millimeters in diameter, which pose a particularly insidious threat to marine life. Addressing the problem at its source by reducing plastic production and consumption is essential to stemming the tide of plastic entering our oceans. The discovery of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch was a gradual realization of the consequences of our actions. In the 1970s, as plastic production skyrocketed, scientists began to find increasing amounts of plastic debris in the ocean. Charles Moore, a racing boat captain, was sailing across the Pacific Ocean when he stumbled upon a vast expanse of plastic debris. This chance encounter sparked global concern and brought the issue of marine plastic pollution to the forefront of public awareness. Since Moore's discovery, numerous scientific expeditions have been launched to study the patch and assess its impact. The discovery of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch serves as a stark reminder that our actions have far-reaching consequences. Section 4. Tides of trash. Sources of the Pacific Garbage Patch. The plastic debris that accumulates in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch originates from a variety of sources, both land-based and marine. Land-based sources account for the majority of the plastic pollution in the ocean, including litter and runoff from landfills and industrial sites. Marine-based sources, such as discarded fishing gear, also play a significant role. These derelict fishing gear can persist in the environment for decades, entangling marine animals and damaging sensitive habitats. Implementing effective waste management systems, reducing our reliance on single-use plastics, and promoting sustainable fishing practices are crucial steps in stemming the tide of plastic entering our oceans. Section 5. Entangled and ingesting the plight of marine life. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch poses a grave threat to marine life, impacting creatures of all shapes and sizes. One of the most visible and heartbreaking impacts is entanglement. Marine animals, particularly those that rely on surface air, like sea turtles, dolphins, and whales, can become entangled in discarded fishing nets, plastic bags, and other debris. This entanglement can lead to drowning, starvation, or severe injuries. Ingestion of plastic debris is another significant threat. Seabirds, mistaking small plastic fragments for food, often ingest large quantities of plastic, which can fill their stomachs, leading to starvation. The impacts of plastic pollution on marine life extend beyond these immediate threats, potentially introducing toxins into the food chain. Section 6. A sea of consequences. Broader ecological impacts. The ecological impacts of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch extend far beyond the immediate threats to marine life. This swirling mass of plastic debris has far-reaching consequences for marine ecosystems, disrupting food webs and altering habitats. The presence of plastic in the ocean can disrupt the delicate balance of marine food webs. Plastic pollution can also alter marine habitats, making them unsuitable for marine life. Coral reefs, for example, are particularly vulnerable to plastic pollution, which can smother coral polyps and block sunlight. Furthermore, the breakdown of plastic in the ocean may contribute to climate change by releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere.